small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
Starting lineups being announced here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Cumberland University, Campbellsville University coming your way in just a moment. Let's take a look at the starters for Coach Ginger High Colvin in her 17th season. Win number 460 on Thursday, looking for 461 here this afternoon. 6 times the Mid-South Conference Coach of the Year award winner, assisted by Miranda Denny and Brett Sowell. Campbellsville University runs out the usual suspects. Bailey Pettigo returning this past weekend on the road, a week ago today actually, and re-entered the starting lineup on Thursday. The 5'9" graduate guard from Glasgow, Kentucky. Lauren Lee, 5'7", a junior guard from Liberty, Kentucky. Milledgeville's finest, Maddie Boyle, 5'6", the senior guard from Milledgeville, Kentucky. Courtney Pritchett, 5'8", the graduate forward from Byrdstown, Tennessee. And the newest member of the Lady Tigers 1,000-point club. In the middle, it's Caitlin Wilkes, Kit Kats, the 6'2", graduate forward from Stanford, Kentucky. For Cumberland University and Coach Scott Bloom in the 6th season, assisted by Zach McCreary, he sends out Kayla Gordon, 5'4", a senior guard from O'Fallon, Illinois. Jenna Claire Swafford, 5'6", the junior guard from Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Faith Colston, 5'6", freshman forward from McEwen, Tennessee. Maya J. Eubanks, 6'1", a junior forward from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And Lindsay Freeman, 5'9", the senior guard from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Campbellsville today in the road blacks. Campbellsville across the chest in maroon numerals, white trim, I should say, around the letters, and they got the maroon piping, the tiger paw on the right leg of the shorts. Between the shoulder blades on the back, it says LTB. Before the guys' game tips off, Brent Vernon gonna sit here and hang out for a minute. Did I send you a text earlier? Or did I get to that? Did I send you a text earlier? 9:36 on Jace? I was talking about that. It's 9:36. So we talked about Wilkes. Jace Wallace may be the next Tiger or Lady Tiger to get to the 1,000-point club. He'll get a little closer here this afternoon, we hope. And ball tapped twice. Somehow it ended right back up into the hands of Caitlin Wilkes, and she's grinning from ear to ear. Coach Scott Bloom not happy about that on the far side. Pritchett holds it. Campbellsville going left to right in the first half. Lee out top to Maddie Boyle, 2 times Mid-South Conference Player of the Week award winner. Big performance today could propel her to a third. Boyle on the right side won't shoot it. Thought about it twice. Colston able to close in quickly. 5 to shoot. Lee going to go to work. Spinning, turning, throws up an off-balance shot. Climbs up and through for Lauren Lee. That'll get Campbellsville started. 2-0, the Lady Tigers out front. J.C. Swafford holds it. Jana Claire, the junior, as they throw it away. They call her J.C., and I like that. It's a little shorter for this broadcaster. Pettigo bounces to Lee. Backpedaling and now back out. Pritchett, right side. Pettigo again. Campbellsville with a 2-point advantage. We've played about a minute here. Pritchett wide open. Left wing triple. That's too strong. Rebound taken in by Wilkes. Turns. Needs some help. Ball knocked away. Can Boyle get it? She does. And needs help herself. Finds Pritchett. And Campbellsville will go back to work. Boyle wide open. Right side. 3 on the way. Bang! You betcha, Maddie Boyle! She is playing some type of basketball. She's the best player in the Mid-South Conference at the moment. 5-0 Campbellsville leads, and Edward Jones payout for Boyle. Short corner, Freeman bounces. It's taken away. Cumberland still without a shot. We've played 90 seconds. Boyle, left side, elbow, bluffs the shot, takes the shot as the defender flies by. Maddie Boyle has 5 straight to go with Lauren Lee's 2 that started the ball game. And the Lady Tigers will force Coach Scott Bloom into taking a quick timeout as they lead it by a touchdown and an extra point here on this wild card weekend. A timeout by Coach Bloom. He'll try to rally the troops here, and Maddie Boyle again just continues to play stellar basketball in that last effort. She got the ball on the far left side, dribbled in and stopped at the elbow. Let, I believe that was Freeman. Could have been Colston. Fly by, a little ball fake, showed it, pulled it back in, then let it ride as the defender vacated the area, and she sank that for 2 more. Campbellsville with a 7-0 start here over Cumberland University. And this must have became a, I didn't see a signal, but this must have became a media timeout, a little longer than I was expecting here. 8:23 on the clock. Campbellsville with a 7-0 advantage. The Lady Tigers with a couple of steals, both of them by Bailey Pettigo, to start this basketball game. So Pettigo, a couple of takeaways. You're a minute and 37 seconds in, and Cumberland U still looking for a shot attempt here. Kayla Gordon, the basketball. She won a Player of the Week honor earlier this season. Swafford holds it, chased now by Lee. Swafford bounces. Gordon rips through. She'll drive in just inside the paint. Shot rolls around and off. Rebound to Freeman. She'll work her way underneath. That putback no good, and Boyle going to be called for the foul as Freeman with a pair of offensive rebounds, one of them on her own miss. And she'll go to the nail here with an opportunity to get Cumberland University on the scoreboard for the first time. Boyle's first on the Lady Tigers. We've played a minute and 54 seconds here in the Dallas Floyd Phoenix Arena, Cliff Ellis Court in Lebanon, Tennessee. First free throw for Freeman is good. One more for Lindsey Freeman, the senior from Independence High School. Twice she's been a Mid-South Conference second team member, 14.5 points a game. Both free throws good, 7-2 the score. Campbellsville back to work. Around the horn they go up top, looking for a shot for Boyle, right corner three. That's around and out, no good. Pettigo the board for Campbellsville. Has it knocked away, and Colston going to pick it up down to the end line. Gordon comes back now the other direction for the Phoenix. Right at Lee. Now spins, lost the handle, but Boyle couldn't quite pick it up. Gordon able to get it back through at that logo just inside the free throw line, the Mid-South logo. Gordon throws up a floater with the right hand that falls through for 2 points. 7-4 the score, so 4 straight for the Phoenix after that timeout. And Boyle hobbling a bit here. Wilkes working back to the basket against Eubanks. That shot no good off the left side. Boyle still, something has grabbed in that right leg. At one point she was just hopping up and down, almost like doing a dance move, trying to loosen that thing up, and she is certainly favoring the right leg. It won't surprise me a bit if we don't get a stoppage here in a moment. Shot by Cumberland, misses everything. Rebound to Lauren Lee. She'll push. Down the lane she goes. Had the ball knocked away, no call. And Elizabeth Bertram jumps up. She's going to check in for Boyle, who's still not quite got that worked out. Maybe she got dinged in the leg, made some contact with another player or something, just deadened it momentarily. Eubanks needs some help. Swafford has it now. We've played 3.5 minutes. Swafford back to Eubanks on the end line. Out top, Gordon bluffs the shot call for steps. The shot clock was down to 4 seconds. She wanted to get in for that floater. Boyle checks out. She'll immediately head down and visit with Derek Port. And she takes the shoe off, so that makes you think it's something with the ankle or foot. She takes the sock off quickly, and there's a tape job, so she may get a new tape job. Bertram checking in, 5'6" junior guard from Glasgow, Kentucky. Lee wanted Wilkes down inside, can't get it to her. Now Pritchett has an angle. Wilkes has the pass deflected as they double. And Campbellsville with a 3-point advantage turns it over. Wilkes had it deflected by Lindsey Freeman. Swafford now with it. She goes back and forth with Gordon a bit here. Back to Swafford again. Inside, they've got Freeman. Now Eubanks, an extra pass down low. And 6 straight for the Phoenix after Campbellsville scored the first 7 of the basketball game. 7-6. CU leads it, and they throw it away. Lee looking for Pettigo. And we're going to get wholesale changes now for the Lady Tigers. Bertram already had been into the ball game due to the Boyle injury or issue, whatever you want to call it. And here we get Whitney Hay, 6 foot, the redshirt sophomore forward from Eastview, Kentucky. Tyra Flowers, 5'10", sophomore forward from Winchester, Kentucky. Maddie Nally, 6'2", junior forward from Louisville, Kentucky. And Kayla Luby, 6'2", the graduate forward from B, Nebraska. Right wing, Gordon with a ball fake. Now on the deck, gets the step on Bertram, steps through, working against Flowers, and 8 in a row for Cumberland University after a pair of early turnovers. They found their footing, and they have taken the lead here. Bertram far wing. Hay now working at the free throw line, spinning, some contact, throws one underneath. That's a nice pass, but Hay, I think as she got the contact from the defender, it kind of threw off her balance and she shuffled the feet just a bit. So a turnover there as they call steps. Would have been an easy 2 points for Luby. It was a nice pass by Hay. Unfortunately, it won't count. 8-7. Swafford drives in. She's chased here by Nally. Back out top to Eubanks. Still just under 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Gordon runs into a couple of defenders, throws one up, and gets that shot up over the top of Hay and Nally. There was some contact, kind of threw some people off of her just a little bit as that contact was made and opened up some space for Gordon. Hay left side, new player in the game for Cumberland a moment ago. Here's Bertram, jumper just right inside the free throw line is good for Bert. Maddie Brillhart, 6'1" freshman forward from Knoxville, Tennessee, is entered for Coach Bloom. Out top, Brillhart with the basketball. Now back to Gordon on the right wing. Whitney Hay defends. 12 to shoot. They throw it away. Looking from IJ Eubanks, and this, I believe, will bring us... I thought that would bring us to a media. I don't know what we've done with the media timeout here. 10-9, Campbellsville trailing by 1 point. Maddie Nally hounded by Freeman. Luby out to Bertram. Luby sets the screen. Bertram goes to Nally. Quick pass inside. Luby rolling to the rim with the left hand. That is good. And Campbellsville regains the lead. 11-10 the score. 3:45 to play first quarter. Bounce it inside. Flowers knocks it away for Campbellsville, and she comes out of there with it. Turnover on Cumberland. Here is Hay. Jumper at the elbow. Just off the mark. Hit short on the left side of the rim. Cumberland the rebound, and back the other way come the Phoenix. Gordon drives in, gets around one defender, throws up an underhanded scoop shot that is batted out on the rebound. Flowers knocked it over to Whitney Hay. Hay brings Campbellsville ahead. Hay has an open shooter, left corner, finds Bertram, three on the way. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram and Edward Jones pay out right in front of the end of the Cumberland bench. And with 3 minutes on the clock here, Campbellsville leads by 4. 14-10, just underway in Lebanon, Tennessee. The Lady Tigers trying to close out this first quarter strong. Gordon's jumper, no good. Bertram claims the rebound. Looking long for Nally. She's got her. Catches up off the window. That's good. She gets the deuce. Elizabeth Bertram the dime. Coach Bloom gives the play call to Gordon. Cumberland U trailed by 7. They scored 10 straight. Now the Lady Tigers have come back and scored 9 straight. Here's Bertram the other way off the turnover. Shot up, no good. Luby the rebound. Put back, no good. Nally there. She cleans up the mess and gets 2 points in the process. So you had a 7-0 Campbellsville lead. Then it was 10-7 Cumberland. And now it's 18-10 CU. Gordon holds it. And 2 Lady Tigers there. We get a foul called on Whitney Hay. There was a discussion with Ginger High Colvin and the official as that play was unfolding. I'm not sure what that was, but she's still discussing things with the official there. Something that happened prior to the whistle drew the ire of the Lady Tiger head coach. Changes for Coach Bloom as Brianna Oldham checks in, 5'4" senior guard from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. They've also sent Alyssa Gearing into the lineup, 5'11" senior forward from Jackson, Tennessee. Turned over. Maddie Nally took it away, battling for it. It hits off of Oldham. Emily Tarpley in as well, 5'10" freshman forward from Manchester, Tennessee. Campbellsville with the basketball here. Bertram steps back in the middle, just over 90 seconds to play in the half. Nally finds a rolling Hay, and we've got a whistle underneath. This will go against Tarpley. That's going to be the first on Emily Tarpley and the first on Cumberland University in the period. So with 91 seconds to play in the quarter, Campbellsville will inbound underneath. A game of runs here to start. Inside, Hay finds Flowers off the screen. Was it Luby or Bertram perhaps that set that? Freed up Tyra Flowers. She gets the finish, the fine for Whitney Hay. 20-10, the Lady Tigers have doubled up Cumberland here. Ball back tap. Oldham can't run it down. Well, actually now she's tied up with Luby. I thought Kayla was going to beat her to that, but Luby was kind of backing up into that corner to defend Freeman. The jump ball will go to Cumberland here with 19 on the shot clock. So that change of possession arrow at the moment will give it to Campbellsville to begin the second quarter. Oldham looking, and Freeman couldn't handle it. Hay picks it up. This ball's going to bounce down the baseline, and I don't know if Hay and I don't know that if Whitney was trying to. I don't think she was trying to bounce that down the bat. I think she lost it, and it kind of worked out to where they still had a chance to get it back. It went around the defender. Tough break for the Lady Tigers transfer. Just over a minute to play in the quarter. They skip it to Brillhart. Catches, run off the spot by Hay. Colston. Ball fake now by Tarpley. It's back tap by Bertram. And Campbellsville out of there with it. Flowers finds Bertram left side. Holds it. Bounces. Luby catches in traffic. Off the window. Good for Kayla Luby. Campbellsville extends 12 points. The largest lead of the day for the Lady Tigers. 22-10. Colston driving, throws one down inside. A foul will go against Campbellsville as they get a piece of Gary. I believe Elizabeth Bertram. No, they're going to call Whitney Hay on that. Bertram was down there, but that's going to be on Whitney Hay as well. So that's 2 on her. 3 on the Lady Tigers. Gary 66% on the season. And shot here, no good. Hay grabs the long rebound off the back of the iron. Hay behind the back, leaves it out with Flowers, and now on around they go. Bertram holds it left side on the dribble. They bounce wide open underneath this time with Flowers. She gets the shot, the send by Elizabeth Bertram. The pressure out front here. Bertram defending Colston. Shot clock is off, down to 4 seconds here. 3 out of the corner by Tarpley. No good. Ball batted. Nally catches, and that's going to end the first quarter. Nally looked long ahead for Hay, but the clock runs out. The Lady Tigers with a 24-12 advantage as they lead Cumberland University here in the Dallas Floyd Phoenix Arena. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We are Kentucky Broadcasters, your hometown radio and television stations. We bring you breaking news. We keep you safe. We serve your community in good times and in bad. Your local broadcasters are always there. We are deeply rooted in your small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride, no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
Second quarter action set to begin in just a moment. Thankfully for Campbellsville University fans, Maddie Boyle back out on the court, so I'm not sure what grabbed her in that first quarter, but it appears that it was a minor issue. Boyle back out there with the rest of her comrades in the starting lineup. Lee and Pedigo will pitch it in out near midcourt. Wilkes, Pritchett, and Boyle in the front court for Campbellsville. For Coach Bloom, he's got a mixture of starters and subs out on the court to begin the second quarter. Boyle gets the handoff from Lee. Back to Lee. Pritchett short corner. Lee again, but they bounce. Pedigo at the free throw line. Bees picked up her dribble. Sends it over to Lee in the middle. In the paint. Contested shot falls through for Lauren Lee. Able to get a friendly bounce here in the Floyd Phoenix Arena. 26-12. Campbellsville a 14-point advantage. Gehring out top. Colston back to Gehring. Now they go right side Brillhart into the corner. That is Tarpley. Her pass inside intended for Colston, knocked away by Wilkes. And the possession will stay with Cumberland University here. Campbellsville led in scoring by Boyle and Bertram through the first 10 minutes, 5 apiece. Quick pass inside. Campbellsville lost Tarpley. Colston found her down low for 2 points. 26-14 the score. going to go back and do the math. I think Campbellsville had a 17-point run there to end that first quarter before the bucket by Gehring. Lee needs help. Has Pettigo. She'll go underneath. Go reverse. Bailey Pettigo gets the hoop inside as she drove in line. Underneath the rim. Went reverse for two. It's Harpley pressured. Gets around Lee now. Bounces inside. Freeman. Well, right-handed floater is good. Stand-still floater for Freeman. Just quick release. Out top, Wilkes bluffs the shot. Lee backs away. Colston to defend. Less than 8.5 minutes to play in the half. Lee navigates right side, inside Wilkes, and that shot blocked. Gehring did a nice job. She cleared at the last moment that screen from Maddie Boyle and just got a hand up to deflect that shot by Wilkes out of bounds. Campbellsville will keep the possession. Gordon back in. Freeman checks out. Lee pitches in. That is Pettigo. She'll dribble out and leave it with Pritchett. Now Lee, 8 seconds. Pritchett to Boyle. Boyle on the dribble. Gets around Gordon. Needs help. Out. Pettigo lets it ride. Three on the way. Bang! Bank shot for Bailey Pettigo. Not sure if she called glass. It doesn't matter. 3 points for the Lady Tigers. Any way you slice it, Edward Jones pays out some money thanks to the shot clock beating 3-point shot by Bailey Pettigo. She let it go, and from my vantage point, it looked long. She was off that left wing. You start to think, well, the only chance that one has is to bank in, and it's precisely what she did. 31-16. Floater by Gordon as Pritchett stumbles to the ground. Goes through. 31-18 the count. Pettigo back the other way for Campbellsville. Up front, that is Pritchett. Lee goes on around now to Boyle. They bounce inside. Pritchett faces up, nowhere to go. Out, shooter, Wilkes, three, bang, Kit Kat, back to back. Edward Jones threes for Campbellsville. Nice ball movement. Wilkes found herself out front. Defender nowhere to be found. Wilkes took advantage. 34-18. Gordon working against Lee. Out front, Brillhart. Boyle right there. A late contest, but she did get there. Brillhart drains the three anyhow. Lee working against Colston. Spins, lost her footing, and kind of pushes it out to Boyle. I think Tarpley just stepped on the right hand of Maddie Boyle as she was trying to stay off of Boyle, fell down. Foul goes against Colston. That's the first on Colston. First on Cumberland U. Lauren Lee to trigger it for Campbellsville. Bailey Pettigo checks out for her high school teammate Elizabeth Bertram into the Campbellsville lineup. Lee circling left side. Out. Boyle can't shoot it. Gordon gets there in time. Now Bertram. They wanted Wilkes, not there. Can Pritchett get it to her? That ball deflected by Colston. She knew exactly where that pass was going to go and got her hand down there to get a piece of it. 34-21. Campbellsville by 13. Inside ball deflected. They knocked it away from Gordon. The shot missed inside by Gehring. Little back tap by Bertram. She's got a knack for that. Bertram drives in, tries to throw a little up and under there with that ball, but the defender Brillhart, or was that Tarpley, I believe, that knocked it away. 34-21 remains the score. Bertram in the corner, back out front to Lee, and Colston knocked it away. Colston's been a pest for Cumberland U. Campbellsville perhaps a couple lazy passes. Lee blocked the shot on the other end. It fell out of play, so Lauren Lee blocked that shot. Did a nice job to time the shot attempt of Colston. It'll stay with Cumberland, however, but Lee does wipe away a transition bucket for the Phoenix. Gehring and Colston check out. Swafford and Eubanks back in. Eubanks out to Tarpley. And now they come to Swafford on around Brillhart. Back to Swafford. Bertram going to be called for the foul as she reached in. First on Burt, first on the Lady Tigers. It's a 13-point Campbellsville advantage. Swafford drives in, bounces. Eubanks working against Lee. Missed the shot. Lee able to grab it and save it in bounds as she was falling out of play. Lee Long looking for Wilkes, too much on it, and it goes out of bounds. So a turnover on Campbellsville, and seems like an uncharacteristically high number of turnovers for CU early. 9 of them already for Campbellsville. Season average is 15, so we've not even played half of this second quarter. And the Lady Tigers up around 9 giveaways. Inside Swafford. That's a nice move by J.C. Swafford. Got around the defender, a little spin, worked her way down the right side of the lane and threw up a off-balance floater with the right hand, almost a hook shot. Pritchett out front. Campbellsville leads by 11. Bertram needs help now. Finds Wilkes working against Eubanks. Quick move by Wilkes, no good. Eubanks had the ball. Ooh, I thought it came down on Eubanks, but they're going to say it hit off a Lady Tiger before touching Eubanks. Whitney Hay back in. Kayla Luby back in. Tyra Flowers, Maddie Nally, Bailey Pettigo in. So I believe we're going to get a 5-on-5 off for CU, trying to make sure nobody stayed. Pettigo had checked out for Bertram a moment ago. That second group brought some energy for the Lady Tigers to close the first quarter. Working inside, Brillhart against Flowers. Nice shimmy there. Got some space, but missed the shot, did Brillhart. Campbellsville the rebound the other way. Hay works, and she's fouled by Brillhart. Whitney Hay going to go to the free throw line here for the Lady Tigers. We're back to look. Campbellsville trailed 10-7 at the 4:49 mark. They closed the first half. It got to 22-10. So a 15-0 run for the Lady Tigers to close that first quarter of action earlier. So that's the math. So you had a 7-0 Lady Tiger run, then a 10-0 run for Cumberland, and the Lady Tigers answered that with a 15-0 run to close out the first quarter. I'm trying to go back and cover all my bases here. When I looked a moment ago as they got ready to start the fourth quarter in Williamsburg, Cumberland's with a double-digit lead over Georgetown at that time. We'll try to refresh here as we have a stoppage in the action on the floor. Give you an update on that score between Georgetown and Cumberland's. It is a 20-point Cumberland's advantage, a much-needed win for Coach Rick Reeves and company with 5:45 to play. They had lost, I believe, 5 of 7. Georgetown rolling on the season. The Georgetown Tigers 16-1, and they had won their first conference game and win over Lindsey Wilson. Georgetown had climbed their way all the way up inside the top 10. They were 9th. And just a quick look, Georgetown at 37% today. You know, there's nothing on the stat page. Cumberland's has really done a good job rebounding. 37 rebounds for the Patriots, just 25 for Georgetown. Both teams with double-digit offensive rebounds. So just looks like a big day for Cassie Monday and Destiny Hayworth. They have led Georgetown with a combined 40 points. Here, Whitney Hay at the line. Misses that free throw attempt, so we'll keep an eye on that score there in Williamsburg. But back to action now. Second free throw for Hay is good. So she misses the first, 88% on the season, gets 1 of 2 as she knocks down the second. 35-23, 12 points the margin. Campbellsville the advantage, 4:37 to play in the half. Right wing Gordon has it. Backs away from Nally, who closed in. Now Gordon inside between defenders. Shovels one to Freeman, who gets the finish down the inline. Nice cut by Freeman. Nice find there by Gordon. Pettigo the dribble handoff to Hay. They've got Luby out near the elbow right side. Wants Flowers. Threads the needle to Luby. Flowers quickly to Hay, and Hay hits the little baby jump shot kind of thing there from 8 feet. Hay didn't really step into it. Just flicked it up there and gets 2 points. 37-25 to score. 4 minutes to play. Freeman going to try the answer and has it. Freeman, same side of the floor as Hay hit hers from a moment ago with the quick answer. 10 points the margin here. And this ball knocked out of play. Nice hustle by Tarpley. Pettigo will pitch it back in play for Campbellsville. Pettigo out near the midcourt circle in the logo. They call out the play. Down to 11 seconds to shoot. Hay has it. Luby comes. She's going to set the screen. Instead, Hay going to take the jump shot. No good. Nally tracks it down and saves it in bounds. Hay, again, making her way to the rim. Nowhere to go with it. Now Luby gives ground, throws up a shot with the left hand. Good for Kayla Luby. Whitney Hay bounced it to her. Luby working against Myjay Eubanks and gets the bucket. 39-27. Swafford, too strong off the back of the iron in the middle of the lane. Pettigo clears it. Long has Nally. Nally up. That one too strong for Maddie Nally, who's got a couple of buckets already in this basketball game. Quickly the other way. Sprinting is Gordon for Cumberland. And Campbellsville does a nice job defensively as Gordon kind of gets back to the rim, and they do a nice job of shielding off Tyra Flowers. I think Coach Ginger High Colvin thought Eubanks was moving to create that space or that driving lane for Gordon. No call. 2:40 to play in the first half. Campbellsville the 10-point advantage, 39-29. Pettigo looking for Hay. Ball knocked out of bounds. Tarpley's done a nice job, aggressive, trying to close up some of these passing lanes that the Lady Tigers are trying to work within. Pettigo out front, working right side of the lane quickly. Gordon cuts her off. Flowers out to Nally. 4 to shoot. Luby, quick move. Got and one for Kayla Luby. Eubanks, no match for Luby down inside. Gets another bucket. And this will send the B Nebraska native to the line. I don't know, should have looked to see if, Iowa got hammered with a snowstorm. I would assume that Nebraska got quite a bit of that as well. Luby hits the free throw here. That foul on Eubanks a moment ago. Luby with 9 points. I believe she is the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers. Out top, Gordon has it. Eubanks at the free throw line, kicks it out. Swafford, she'll work her way down the end line there. Shot up, no good. Rebound batted. And finally Tarpley picks it up. Pettigo, Hay, and Freeman kind of all came together. A bit of a scrum, and it found its way to Tarpley for 2 points. Pettigo catches. Cut off. Now she'll work back to the other side of the lane. Cut off once again. Flowers holds. Wants Luby. Has her. Luby, scoop shot. That one won't climb up and over. Hay kept it alive. Luby ran it down. Needs help. Pettigo has it. Closing in on 90 seconds. Pettigo's pass deflected, but she gets it right back. Now Flowers. Free throw line, Hay, and she's going to be called for steps as Hay didn't quite get it on the deck quickly enough. Change here as Boyle re-enters. Lauren Lee going to check back in as well. So Campbellsville actually going to send most of their starting lineup back out there. Wilkes, the only Lady Tiger. Now Pettigo will check out as well. So from the bench, you've got Luby and Nally, Boyle, Lee, and Pritchett out there. 75 seconds remaining in the half. Myjay Eubanks, little rolling shot there, working against Pritchett. That's good. 42-33, 9-point Lady Tiger advantage. Out top, Pritchett. Boyle cuts towards the rim, not able to free herself up. Now she does. Corner opposite side. 3 on the way. No good. Batted. Taken in by Pritchett. Lee going to take the jumper at the elbow. Around and out. No good. Pritchett is pushed underneath. No call. Back the other way comes Cumberland's down to 40 seconds. Or Cumberland University, I should say. Boyle gets knocked to the ground. And a bucket by Gordon as she goes all the way to the rim. 42-35. Boyle bounces. Luby inside from Nally, and now they're going to tie it up. The arrow will go to the Phoenix with 27.4 seconds remaining in the first half. Phoenix bounce it in. Campbellsville's going to go to the locker room with the lead. Just a matter of how much of a lead they'll have. Out front, Gordon down to 11 seconds. They're going to hold for the final shot. Gordon working around Boyle. Nearly lost the handle. Steps through. Shot no good. 1 second. And as Tarpley throws it back up with 1/10 of a second remaining in the half. She is fouled and will go to the free throw line. They're going to say Lauren Lee, the culprit for the Lady Tigers. Tarpley, 43.5% on the season. And the first free throw off the front of the iron, no good. One more, and that one too strong, and Lauren Lee grabs the rebound, and that's where the first half will come to a close. Campbellsville goes to the locker room. 42-35 the score. The Lady Tigers on top. We will step away here. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and look at the numbers that made up the first half. Campbellsville again the advantage here. The third-ranked Lady Tigers lead it by 7 at the break. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Kentucky.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association. It's basketball season, Tiger fans. Stay connected to the ins and outs of CU basketball via our weekly coaches show, Tiger Timeout. Each Wednesday at 6 p.m., head coaches Ginger High Colvin and Brent Vernon sit down with Matt Payton to discuss previous matchups, upcoming games, and more. Find it here on 88.7 The Tiger or on the Campbellsville Tiger YouTube channel, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Tiger Timeout.
We are Kentucky Broadcasters, your hometown radio and television stations. We bring you breaking news. We keep you safe. We serve your community in good times and in bad. Your local broadcasters are always there. We are deeply rooted in your small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride, no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
Halftime in Lebanon, Tennessee. Matt Payton with you. The Lady Tigers leading Cumberland University 42-35 here at the break. Campbellsville, the big 15-0 run to close the first quarter and gave themselves some breathing room. Credit to the Phoenix. They closed the first half. Campbellsville was up 41-29. So Cumberland University scoring 6 of the final 7 in the first half to climb their way back into it and cut that deficit nearly in half. Taking a look at some of the numbers from the first 20 minutes. Campbellsville shooting at 58% from the floor. They were 18 of 31, 4 of 7 from long range. That's 57%, and 66% at the free throw line. Just 3 opportunities, 2 makes for Campbellsville. For Cumberland U, 55% shooting in the first half, 16 of 29, 50% from deep. For the Phoenix, 1 of 2, and 40% at the free throw line, 2 of 5. Campbellsville led in scoring by Kayla Luby off the bench. Luby 4 of 6 from the field, made her only free throw attempt. 2 rebounds, both of them on the offensive end, and an assist for Luby. The Lady Tigers get 5 each from Bailey Pettigo, Maddie Boyle, and Elizabeth Bertram in the first half. Pettigo, 2 of 2 from the field, knocked in an Edward Jones 3. It was a bank shot. 2 rebounds, 2 steals for VP. 5 points for Maddie Boyle in 10 minutes of play, 2 of 4 shooting. She also hit an Edward Jones 3 and an assist. Elizabeth Bertram finishing with 5 points and 4 helpers for the Lady Tigers. Bertram, 2 off a career best in the assist category. She played some really good minutes and a pest defensively for Campbellsville there in the first half. 4 for Lauren Lee to go with 4 rebounds, 2 of 2 shooting. Tyra Flowers with 4 points. Maddie Nally also 4 points for Campbellsville. Nally 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for Campbellsville. 3 points each for Caitlin Wilkes and Whitney Hay. Wilkes knocking in an Edward Jones payout and a rebound for her. Hay, 3 points, 3 boards for the Lady Tigers, 2 assists for the transfer. The lone starter to see time failing to score was Courtney Pritchett. Pritchett did play 10 minutes there in the first half, just 1 shot attempt for Swiss. For Cumberland University, they were led by Kayla Gordon. She's got a game-high 12 points. Gordon 2 assists and a steal. 8 points for Lindsay Freeman. 5 rebounds for Freeman to go with a pair of assists and 2 steals. 4 points for Maya J. Eubanks. 4 more for Emily Tarpley. 3 points for Maddie Brillhart and 2 apiece for Alyssa Gehring and Jana Claire Swafford. Faith Colston and Brianna Oldham seeing time failing to score for the Phoenix. Campbellsville out rebounds Cumberland U 18-10 overall. 8 on the offensive end for the Lady Tigers, 5 for the Phoenix. Campbellsville finishing with 13 assists on 18 made baskets, 7 steals, and 11 turnovers. Cumberland University, 8 assists, 6 steals, and 9 first half turnovers. Enhanced scoring numbers. Campbellsville in the paint, they're tied 26 points each way for the Lady Tigers and the Phoenix. Off turnovers, close as well, 13-12 in favor of Campbellsville. Second chance points, 10-4 in favor of the Lady Tigers, and bench points, 25-9 in favor of your Lady Tigers. No ties. The lead would change hands a couple of times in the first frame. Campbellsville's largest advantage was 16 points. For Cumberland U, their largest lead was 3 points at 10-7. And that makes up the numbers from the first half of play. Get another update quickly on that Cumberland's and Georgetown score. Cumberland's is going to hold on for a win there. Georgetown got it back down to maybe 14 or so, but the Patriots are up now 79-62, and it looks as if it's just went final. 79-62 the final score, so a win over a top 10 team there for Coach Reeves and company. A big victory for the Patriots after a bit of a skid there, losing 5 of 7. That's life in the Mid-South Conference. On any given evening, somebody will pick off another one. And today, Cumberland's gets Georgetown down in Williamsburg as they were led by Cassie Monday in the first half there as the Patriots get a big win. We'll step away here at halftime. Extended break coming your way. The Lady Tigers lead at 42-35. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school.
We're more than our 80 major and postgraduate programs.
We're more than our 32 sponsored collegiate sports teams.
We're more than a student body with over 12,000 members.
We're more than our 9 locations spanning from Kentucky to California.
We're even more than our 117 years of academic excellence.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school. We are the generation that will build the future.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic Sports in Kentucky. Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
It's basketball season, Tiger fans. Stay connected to the ins and outs of CU basketball via our weekly coaches show, Tiger Timeout. Each Wednesday at 6 p.m., head coaches Ginger High Colvin and Brent Vernon sit down with Matt Payton to discuss previous matchups, upcoming games, and more. Find it here on 88.7 The Tiger or on the Campbellsville Tiger YouTube channel, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Tiger Timeout.
This is Franklin Graham, and I've got an idea for Christmas, and that is to fill a shoebox for a child somewhere in the third world. These children live in poverty, and what I'm asking you to do is just take a shoebox and fill it with items for a child. Put toys, school supplies, and then we give these boxes out, and we do this in Jesus' name. And put your picture in there. Put your address in there. Maybe the kids can write you back, but we need you to be a part of it. God bless you. Thank you so very much.
Visit SamaritansPurse.org/OCC to get involved.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Kentucky.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association, the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association, and the Kentucky Music Educators Association.
Pursue a diverse and rewarding career through Campbellsville University's School of Mass Communication. Offering courses in film, journalism, broadcasting, and public relations, CU's Mass Communication program provides a diverse and unique experience for each student. At Campbellsville University's dedicated Mass Communication Center, produce, record, and edit programs for radio and TV. With state-of-the-art technology, equipment, and multiple studios, CU's new facility provides a professional environment for students to grow their knowledge with hands-on experience. In front of or behind the camera, our expanded course options will help you find your calling at Campbellsville University's School of Mass Communication. For more information, contact us at 270-789-5210 or visit us online at campbellsville.edu. Press play on your career with a mass communication degree at Campbellsville University.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school.
We're more than our 80 major and postgraduate programs.
We're more than our 32 sponsored collegiate sports teams.
We're more than a student body with over 12,000 members.
We're more than our 9 locations spanning from Kentucky to California.
We're even more than our 117 years of academic excellence.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school. We are the generation that will build the future.
It's basketball season, Tiger fans. Stay connected to the ins and outs of CU basketball via our weekly coaches show, Tiger Timeout. Each Wednesday at 6 p.m., head coaches Ginger High Colvin and Brent Vernon sit down with Matt Payton to discuss previous matchups, upcoming games, and more. Find it here on 88.7 The Tiger or on the Campbellsville Tiger YouTube channel, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Tiger Timeout.
Halftime at Floyd Phoenix Arena in Lebanon, Tennessee. Matt Payton with you for this Mid-South Conference matchup between Cumberland University and the Lady Tigers. Campbellsville University and Cumberland back out on the court. We'll warm up tosses here as we get set for second half action. Let's take a look at the foul scenarios. A pretty clean first half, just 9 total fouls called. Campbellsville has 2 on Whitney Hay, and then 1 apiece for Lauren Lee, Maddie Boyle, and Elizabeth Bertram for the Phoenix one each on Emily Tarpley, Maddie Brillhart, Maya J. Eubanks, and Faith Colston. Both teams have exited the floor. We may get this second half started a bit quicker than we thought, as they are huddled up around their head coaches. Won't shock me a bit if they don't bottom out the last minute or so, or at least some of this final 1 minute. Campbellsville University back in action on Thursday against Bethel. Bethel on the road today to begin their Mid-South Conference slate as they battle Freed Hardeman. Coach Chris Nelson's Wildcats playing some pretty good basketball. Although here at halftime, as I look, they are doubled up by Freed Hardeman. That is a 38-19 lead for the Lions at home. So keep an eye on that one. So weird now in league play that you've got just a handful of games, or 3 games, I should say, when you're used to more than a handful. You're used to having 6 in league play each and every night, but when you lose a handful of teams in one off season, you're down to just 7 teams and 3 conference games an evening. Kind of, you feel like there's not much to keep up with. They'll let the clock wind all the way down. Pettigo and Lee near midcourt to pitch it in. Starting 5 out there for Campbellsville. For Coach Bloom, he has got his starting lineup on the floor as well to begin the second half. We're underway. Lauren Lee will hand it over to Pettigo. Pettigo looking a little backdoor cut there for Boyle. Not there. Now Pritchett wants Wilkes and has her. Double team comes. Wilkes needs some help. She just got hit by Eubanks. No call. Wilkes going to have to get rid of it. Finally finds Boyle down to 12 to shoot here. Lee drives, some contact up off the window. Good for Lauren Lee, and she's holding her left temple, maybe even eye. But Lauren got hit. Lee and Boyle going to turn up the pressure in the backcourt. Swafford and Gordon trying to get it across, nearly back tapped. Here Lee goes down, and she being Swafford able to cross with just about a second to spare. That 10-second call. Campbellsville with a 9-point advantage thanks to that bucket by Lee. Inside Eubanks. Turns. She may have walked. No call. Throws up a shot. Working against Pritchett. No good. Freeman trying to save it. Does. Gordon then somehow behind the back, falling out of play. Keeps it over. Keeps possession as she gets it to Eubanks. Swafford in the middle. And now Wilkes knocks it free from Eubanks as they tried that entry pass. Pettigo going to go long ahead. She's got Boyle. Goes over the right hand. Good for Maddie Boyle. Bailey Pettigo again. Finds Boyle down the court. Lady Tigers back up by 11 here. Largest lead was 16. Colston, middle of the floor in the front court to Eubanks. And now Swafford just dribbled it out of play. Swafford throws her hands in the air. I think she thought it was touched by Pettigo perhaps. So now off the turnover, the Lady Tigers with a chance to add. Lee navigates her way over towards Coach Ginger High Colvin, hands it to Pettigo. Pritchett out front. Lee bounces, gets a post touch to Wilkes. Boyle off the screen. She wants Pettigo and has her with 6 to shoot. Bailey drives, kicks, Pritchett, triple, bang. Courtney swish it with an Edward Jones 3. 49-35. Campbellsville by 14, a bucket off their largest lead of the day. Gordon gets around Boyle, met by Lee, lost the handle. Pettigo picks it up. Bailey has Boyle left side. Maddie Boyle against Eubanks is fouled. The shot won't go, but Maddie Boyle will take a short trip to the line. So Eubanks picks up number 2. First on Cumberland in the second half. Maddie Boyle with 2 free throw tosses coming her way. First one is good. She's got 8 points in the ball game. Season average for Boyle is about 14.5 points a game. She and Caitlin Wilkes pacing the Lady Tiger team in scoring. Boyle misses the second free throw, 88% on the year, a rare miss for her. Freeman in the back court with Colston. Somehow threads the needle and gets Gordon. They bring it to the front court. Campbellsville's turned up the pressure in the back court the second half on Cumberland U. Colston working inside between two Lady Tigers. Pritchett got a hand on that. Colston down to 5 to shoot. Needs help. Pettigo deflects it, knocks it out of bounds with 4 on the shot clock. Two seconds. Colston's going to have to throw one up at the elbow over Wilkes. Won't fall through. Bounces off. Lee the rebound. Here comes Campbellsville to the offensive end, seeking points. They lead by 15. Lee looking over the top for Pettigo. Too far out in front of Bailey. And that ball sails out of bounds. Campbellsville with a 15-point advantage. Boyle hanging out with Gordon. They'll make Cumberland U work for it. Colston back across to Gordon. Lee picks her up near midcourt. Colston, and she throws it out of bounds. I don't know if Bailey ever touched that. It was hard to tell from here. That may have been one of those, if we don't give them possession, you got to call a foul on Bailey, because there was a little contact. Easier just to give Cumberland the possession after it went out of play. Eubanks backing her way in against Pritchett, off the window, good for Maya J. Eubanks. 50-37 the count. Lee off to Pettigo. Pettigo gets the screen from Wilkes, drives in. The Red Sea parts. In this case, more of a white sea. Defenders kind of went everywhere else thinking Bailey would pass the ball. She just put her head down, went all the way to the rim for 2 points. Gordon beats the pressure, has Eubanks, gets around one defender. Shot no good. Wilkes taps it. Pettigo controls it. Boyle quickly on the run out, goes up. Contested shot, but gets the finish over Kayla Gordon. Boyle, the first Lady Tiger in double figures today. This ball thrown away. Boyle going to try to run it down, but it was actually deflected. Swafford couldn't quite keep up with it. They let it go out of play as it was last touched by Campbellsville. Lady Tigers' largest lead here at 17 points. They have outscored Cumberland U 12-3 in the second half. 3 seconds to get it across, and that's a 10. Gordon retreated in the backcourt to catch the inbound play, or the inbounds pass, and didn't get going quickly enough. And right about the time she crossed midcourt, the hands went up, and 10 seconds, so a half second, maybe a full second too long for Cumberland U to get it across. 5:40 to play in the third. Lee wanted Wilkes. Can't get it to her, now does. Double team comes. Wilkes gets it up on the iron. It won't go through, but a foul will be assessed to Maya J. Eubanks, and that's going to be her third. That is just 2 in the quarter on Cumberland. Both of them have been on Eubanks. Coach Bloom going to leave Eubanks out on the floor for the time being. First free throw for Wilkes is good. The reigning conference player of the year. Join the 1,000 point club Thursday. See how high she can climb over the last few months of her career. Boyle defending Gordon. Gordon finally breaks the timeline. And now Swafford will spin back out, throw it to Eubanks. Gordon in the middle over the top of Pritchett. Too strong. Rebound to Pritchett. Here comes Maddie Boyle. Boyle, right side, working and kicking. This is Lee. She won't shoot it. Drives in, does Lauren Lee. Needs some help. Pettigo there. Bounce pass. The entry to Wilkes. She'll do a little shimmy. Shot up and a foul again on Eubanks. So Coach Bloom had Gehring at the table before she can get in. Eubanks will pick up her fourth. So this will send Wilkes back to the line for Campbellsville. All 3 of the second half, third quarter fouls called against Cumberland University have been on MJ Eubanks, Maya J. Eubanks, and this brings us to the media timeout with 5 minutes even showing on the clock here in the third. We'll step away and take a timeout. The Lady Tigers lead at 55-37 on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We are Kentucky Broadcasters, your hometown radio and television stations. We bring you breaking news. We keep you safe. We serve your community in good times and in bad. Your local broadcasters are always there. We are deeply rooted in your small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride, no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
(55-37) the score. Campbellsville University leading the Phoenix of Cumberland. As we pull up some numbers here, the Lady Tigers have really dominated this third quarter. A 13-2 start for Campbellsville here in this third quarter. It was 42-35 at halftime. Changes for Campbellsville: Bertram, Nally, Hay, and Flowers all in. Kayla Luby will check in on a second made free throw from Caitlin Wilkes. She's got two of them coming her way. First free throw for Wilkes is good. Wilkes now with 5 points on the day. Campbellsville led in scoring by Maddie Boyle with 10. Second free throw for Wilkes is good, and Kayla Luby enters for her. Gehring into the lineup for Eubanks. Campbellsville again going to pressure Cumberland U here. Gordon catches. She'll go long. Luby did a nice job to stay off of Swafford. She wanted one more step to try to intercept that pass, but it was going to be close to contact, so she backed away. Here on the other end, Whitney Hay going to pick up her third foul.
Campbellsville fouls number 44, Whitney Hall. Her third, team's first in the third quarter.
You just call her Whitney Hall?
Lindsay Freeman at the line.
I think he did. Freeman at the line, missed the first free throw. It's a 20-point Lady Tiger lead. This is their largest lead of the ball game. And Freeman misses both. Hay the rebound for Campbellsville. Hay working off the Luby screen. Will hand it to Bertram. Another screen from Luby. Bertram now goes back to Flowers on the right side. In the middle, Nally. Extra pass left side. Hay, wide open jumper on the way. Too strong. Ball batted. Luby plucks it out of the sky. Pitches it up and in for two. Kayla Luby now in double figures with 11. 59-37 the count. Freeman to Swafford. And now Gordon holds it. Right side, Colston. She'll go into the corner. Freeman, quick pass inside. Gehring fouled by Luby. Frustration, she claps her hands together. So that is the first on Kayla Luby. Luby's former school, Concordia, they were supposed to play in a big one today against number 1 Dordt. Concordia, 11th in the country. That game was postponed. We'll try to, I guess, get that in at some point. The big snowstorm out in the Midwest here. Shot in the middle of the lane, no good. Gordon's shot off the mark, but the rebound picked up, I believe, by Gehring. And Gehring throws it back up for 2 points. Just the third and fourth points of the half for Cumberland U. 3:41 remaining in the third quarter. Bertram. Now Flowers inside rolling. That is too easy. A bucket inside for Kayla Luby. Tyra Flowers, one of the easiest assists she'll ever have in college. Gordon and Swafford go back and forth to break the 10-second count. Gehring inside between Flowers and Nally, missed the shot. Flowers grabs another rebound for Campbellsville. She'll just bring the Lady Tigers to the front court. Hay angles left side, cut off by Gordon. Hay needs some help. Now Bertram has it, works down the end line. She's cut off. She needs help herself. And here's Flowers with 14 to shoot. Over the top. They wanted Luby. Couldn't get it to her. It was broken up, knocked around, and now the other way. Swafford finds Gordon. This is going to be an and one for Kayla Gordon. as Tyra Flowers will pick up her first foul of the basketball game, 3 in the period on Campbellsville.
Basket is good. Foul number 11. Tyra Flowers, her first. Team serve.
Colston checking out. And Brillhart in for Cumberland University. Free throw for Gordon on the way. That is no good off the left side of the iron. Hay the other way. Campbellsville leads by 20. Hands it to Bertram. Off the Luby screen. Thought about a 3, but Freeman able to close in quickly. Flowers in the middle. She'll rip through. Cut off by Swafford, however. And now Hay out front. Gordon gambles. Come up empty. Hay will fall away floater perhaps, and that is good. We'll flick of the wrist there for Whitney Hay. 63-41. Campbellsville leads by 22. That matches their largest. The lead was 22 a moment ago. Here Gordon inside. Nifty dribbling. Gordon throws up a shot, and that is good for Kayla Gordon. Gordon needs someone to get rolling with her. Freeman's got 8. Eubanks has 6. Gordon has 14. Hay backing her way in against Gordon. Stops and now calls for help. Bertram there. 15 to shoot for the Lady Tigers. 1:45 to play in the third. Bertram a long 2. That is good for Elizabeth Bertram. Foot on the line. Sinks the long 2-point shot. Swafford was not expecting that pass, but did get her head around before he got there. Brillhart run off the spot. Wonderful left. That 3 is good for Brillhart. Nice job by A and Nally. They got there, but Brillhart, one slide step left on the dribble, freed herself up, and here Hay has it knocked free by Swafford, and 2 points for Swafford. And we'll get another line change for the Lady Tigers in a moment. Hay working against Gordon all the way to the rim. That shot good for Whitney Hay, and that time made up her mind she was going to get to the rim. Did just that, working against Gordon, kind of turned her back and protected the ball and went all the way right side for the lay-in. Freeman decks it, jumper on the way, too strong. Rebound to Flowers. Here comes Campbellsville. Flowers stops, shovels it back to Hay. Hay angles left side. Entry there, get the post touch to Luby, but she's fouled on the backside. Gearing assess the personal. First on Gearing, 4th on Cumberland U, and with 35.1 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Campbellsville will send their starting group back out onto the court. Lee looking. Still looking. Miscommunication there. Lauren Lee threw that. You make mistakes. Lauren kind of threw that into the corner. I think she thought off that screen someone else was going to turn and come down. That's kind of the, if you go to a football, the option route or something, you think the receiver's going to cut in and he cuts out and the ball just goes nowhere. That's kind of what happened there. Inside, Gordon open again. They find her rolling to the rim. Kayla Gordon has gotten herself going at the rim the last few moments. 67-50, Campbellsville a 17-point advantage. Lauren Lee working against Gordon. 5 seconds inside. Defender fell down. Lauren Lee puts that one right on Bailey Pettigo. The clock will wind down and out as Tarpley is still on the floor and missed the contact. I don't know what happened or if there was even any contact at all. There's a chance Tarpley may have just stumbled or trying to get a read on Tarpley. She may be more angry than she is hurt. I don't know if she thought maybe she was fouled, but either way, the quarter will close with Campbellsville getting 2 points. Lauren Lee setting up Bailey Pettigo. 69-50 your score. 10 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter set to begin in a moment. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
It's basketball season, Tiger fans. Stay connected to the ins and outs of CU basketball via our weekly coaches show, Tiger Timeout. Each Wednesday at 6 p.m., head coaches Ginger High Colvin and Brent Vernon sit down with Matt Payton to discuss previous matchups, upcoming games, and more. Find it here on 88.7 The Tiger or on the Campbellsville Tiger YouTube channel, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Tiger Timeout.
First half of this Mid-South Conference doubleheader between Campbellsville and Cumberland University. The Tigers coming up in just a moment. They'll battle the Phoenix. We'll conclude this one with the fourth quarter here. Gordon will have the basketball for Cumberland University to begin things. Long pass inside. They've got Tarpley. Hesitates. Pettigo and Pritchett can't knock it away. And Tarpley posts 2 points for Cumberland U. Lee out front. Pettigo goes to the ground. Mariah Person in for the first time. 5'5" junior guard from Cleveland, Tennessee. Pettigo backs away. Hands it to Lee. Lee going to take the jumper. Deep two. Good for Lauren Lee. About 2 steps beyond the elbow. A step in front of the three-point arc, and Lauren Lee sinks it. Here, Pritchett will be nabbed for the foul as she runs into Brillhart. It's going to be the first on Swiss. So sideline out of bounds opportunity for Cumberland U. They'll pitch it into Gordon and set it up in the half court. Brillhart going to take a deep three. That is short. Grazes the front of the rim. Gehring and Lee lock it up. And the arrow will go to the Lady Tigers here as Lee and Gehring force the double thumb call. Gordon will deny Lee, so Pettigo will retreat and grab it. Pettigo and Pritchett out there. They got a chance. They should. If this season ends the way the Lady Tigers hope it will, as Boyle splits defenders, goes in, and she's fouled by Person. First on Person, first on Cumberland U. But Pritchett and Pettigo are going to most likely leave Campbellsville University having played the most games. And they should have the most wins when they leave campus. Mackenzie Lee, the all-time leader in wins for the Lady Tigers. I believe 138. I'd have to go back and check the text messages. I drummed that up last year at some point. Boyle gets both free throws there. This ball nearly knocked away in the backcourt. Lee steps up in front of Gordon. Now Gordon going to drive in, stops in the lane. She's actually fouled by her own teammate. They don't call those. Long ahead. Pettigo has Lee. Lee avoids the defender. Spills to the ground. Somehow gets the finish. Lauren Lee with 2 points and a scowl on her face. Not happy there wasn't a call, but made it hurt with the 2-point bucket. 75-52. Gordon, left side's Person. Person plays about 14 minutes a game. We just getting her in for the first time today. Here, Gordon a bit off balance, and she'll draw the foul. I believe they're going to get Pritchett. So that's 2 on Pritchett, both in this fourth quarter. Gordon at the line with 2 chances. The first one good. Second one good as well. 75-54 the count. Out top, Pritchett holds. Needing some help. Looking, cutting was Boyle. She tapped it away from the defender, saved it in play. What a play for Maddie Boyle to keep that alive. In the corner, can't shoot it as Person is there. 9 to shoot. Pettigo going to drive behind the back, in between defenders. Throws one up good. She gets between Brillhart and Gehring and snags herself 2 points. 77-54. Left side, Brillhart holds it deep out, deflected by Lee, but Campbellsville can't pick it up. It falls into the arms of Gordon. Person back to Gordon. Left side, Brillhart. Tarpley skips it right side. Person bluffs the shot. She'll want to drive, and she's cut off here. Now Gordon works her way in. Floater over the top of Pritchett. No good. Both, the whistle sounds. I was going to say both posts down in there, or two of the posts, Gehring and Pritchett, both went down, and it's because Gordon ran over Pritchett. So that's going to be the first on Gordon. Second on Cumberland U, and a technical for Coach Scott Bloom as Sarah Sutton checks into the lineup. There's nothing that makes an opposing fan base happier than when the coach on the other team gets a technical. I'm convinced it's just the greatest thing. You get the Lady Tiger fans here just tickled to death, and it is kind of that. Most of the time, it means that your team's winning. Bloom gets the technical. Maddie Boyle to the stripe for the Lady Tigers. She gets both. Boyle, I believe. $14 points today. They'll update the stats. Boyle should have 14. She'll be the Lady Tiger leading scorer. I thought maybe she would be at 16, but I could be off. And this pass to play. That's a nice read by Tarpley. Deflected. Pritchett was looking for Boyle out top, and Tarpley did a nice job to get in there, knocked it away, and an easy lay-in. Sarah Sutton out there for Campbellsville, 5'10" senior forward from Scottsville, Kentucky. I think her family helped feed this bunch of Lady Tigers today as Gordon knocks one out of the arms of Lauren Lee. And here a quick whistle as Lee tries to pressure Gordon coming back down the court. That's going to be 2 on Lauren Lee. So back to play here. Gordon goes left side. Person works her way in, kicks. Open shooter is Brillhart, in and out for Maddie Brillhart. Rebound to Wilkes. Lauren Lee the other end. Stops. Right side Pritchett. Decks it. Leaves it with Boyle. In the middle Sutton. Holds it back out to Boyle. Now Pritchett wants the entry to Wilkes. They get it to her. Gehring ties Wilkes up a bit. Kind of grabbed the arm. And this will be a foul on Alyssa Gehring. It's on the floor. That's 3 on Cumberland U as a team. Out top. Lee bounces now on the wing to Boyle. Pritchett skips it left side. Open shooter. Sutton 3. That is no good. Just off the mark. Pritchett had to stay off of Gordon, and now quick whistle. They're going to get Maddie Boyle. Complimented the gentleman out there in the first half. They called just 9 fouls. I feel like they've called 39 in the second half. Lauren Lee pressures Person now. Person back out to Gordon. Gordon between, that's a double dribble or a carry, whichever one you want to call it. They missed it. I think everybody for Campbellsville University saw it on this side, but it was kind of shielded from the Lady Tiger bench area. Foul here. Basket good for Tarpley. The foul goes against Wilkes. Bonus scenario the rest of the way for Cumberland U. First free throw good. And we get a timeout by Campbellsville as they're struggling to get that ball in play. So we will, is this going to become a media? It does. It becomes a media. 5:49 to play in the basketball game. Campbellsville a 20-point lead at 79-59. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school.
We're more than our 80 major and postgraduate programs.
We're more than our 32 sponsored collegiate sports teams.
We're more than a student body with over 12,000 members.
We're more than our 9 locations spanning from Kentucky to California.
We're even more than our 117 years of academic excellence.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school. We are the generation that will build the future.
(79-59), Campbellsville University leading Cumberland University. 5:49 to play in the basketball game. Campbellsville's going to send Luby in after those free throws. You've got Luby, Sutton, Bertram, Pritchett, and Lee, the 5. Pritchett bluffs that pass and tries to keep it away from 2 Phoenix players. She'll go ahead now to Lee. Here's Sutton. She'll take the jumper off the end line. That's good for our friend Shootin' Sutton. Nice to see her get in and get a bucket. She still tries to work her way back to full strength, and she rolled that ankle, and I think she's pretty much there, but in a position, so much talent on this team. Trying to work her way back into the rotation for Campbellsville. Person run off the spot by Luby. Now sags into the corner to take a long 2. And Tarpley knocked down by Bertram. That's going to be 2 on Bert. Bonus scenario, so Tarpley goes to the line. A moment ago, I was talking about the all-time wins. Getting my numbers confused. The most games played is Mackenzie Lee at 138. So Pritchett will surpass that, tie that next weekend, I believe. I believe this is 136 for Courtney Pritchett. So she'll surpass, or I should say ties. Free throw's good here, one of them. Good for Tarpley. Full court pressure by Cumberland University. And they're going to call Lauren Lee for the foul as she knocks Freeman down. 5:07 to play. Campbellsville a 21-point advantage. So that's going to be 3 on Lee. The all-time wins, pretty sure Leanne Greider has a stake to that. Maybe Madison Clements. I need to double check as Gordon gets a driving lay-in. And here, ball taken away. Shot up by Gordon. That is, well, she's fouled again. 81-62, and Campbellsville going to have to hold on to the basketball. Change here. The Lady Tigers will well, we got a timeout. This is going to be the actual media here with 4:51 to play in the fourth quarter. 81-62 our score. I'll double check that foul. We'll be right back. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We are Kentucky Broadcasters, your hometown radio and television stations. We bring you breaking news. We keep you safe. We serve your community in good times and in bad. Your local broadcasters are always there. We are deeply rooted in your small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride, no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
.451 to go. The foul earlier was on Tyra Flowers. Kayla Gordon at the free throw line. She's had a big day for the Phoenix. 22 points for Kayla Gordon. 10 of 18 shooting. Free throw good for Gordon. Campbellsville shot at 70% today. Terrific offensive performance for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw good for Gordon also. Really, without some of the turnovers, they've turned it over 19 times. Without some of the turnovers, this game would be even a bigger deficit, and that's another turnover on Campbellsville. So it's going to be one of the rare occasions if you're Coach Ginger High Colvin, you're likely to walk out with a double-digit win, and she might be a bit miffed mainly because of the inability to take care of it at times today. Free throw here, no good. One more for Person. She misses both. Luby grabs the rebound, needs some help. There's Lauren Lee. Pettigo fell down. She's back up. Lee trying to get over to the far side, and did that ball hit Maddie Nally as they knocked it free? Nally, wrong place, wrong time. It bounced up and hit her right in the nose. They call a foul, and I don't know if Nally's nose, she's checking for blood. She's grinning, so it must hopefully called her flush, but they dribbled over and fouled Lee working down the sideline. Free throw here, good for Lauren Lee. I'm waiting to see who they call. I was too busy watching Nally and hoping that she was okay. Second free throw for Lee is good as well. So she gets a pair. 83-64 the count. And the foul was on Person. Her second. Brillhart holds it left wing. Tarpley works around one Lady Tiger in between two Lady Tigers, and we might be here till Monday to finish this thing. Foul on Campbellsville will go against Nally. Tarpley to the line once again for the Phoenix. Missed the first. Second one on the way is good. Pettigo ahead and wisely slows down. They bounce. That is Luby. And Boyle stepped on the inline, the baseline as she caught it. The sideline. As she caught that, Boyle. And here Boyle dives in, tries to make something happen for Campbellsville after turning it over. Gordon falls down. Boyle dove in there trying to get herself a steal. It'll waste a second off the clock here. Gordon with it. Gordon the other way. Inside has Freeman. Freeman may have been fouled by Nally. No call. Ball is loose. Pettigo, Tarpley, Gordon all in there. We go to the arrow, which favors Cumberland U. 83-65 the count. Campbellsville leads by 18. Less than 4 minutes to go. Lady Tigers well on their way to their 15th win. Long pass deflected. Nally got a hand on that pass as they try to throw it in bounds. And Luby goes to the deck. She's fouled here. Waiting to see who the foul was on. It looks like that was on Person as well. So Person here for a good time, not a long time. 3 fouls in 1 quarter. She did not appear in the first half and came in maybe very late third quarter or early in this fourth quarter. Racking up fouls in bunches as Luby misses both. And Boyle nearly a takeaway, but she may have gotten Person on the back end of that as she flew in there trying to break that up. Almost had herself a steal. 3 on Boyle. Now Person goes down to the free throw line here. So 9, let's go back and do the math. We said 9 total fouls in the first half. We are up to 32 fouls total in the ball game. So 23 fouls here in the second half. Person gets the first. And gets the second. 83-67. Campbellsville facing some pressure. Long ahead. Lee finds Pettigo. Lee back to Pettigo now. Bailey. Hits left side on the wing to Boyle. Boyle bounces. Luby. Oh, right back. She wanted Boyle. Put a little too much on it. Did Kayla Luby. Boyle and Luby looking for a little give and go. And good idea. Just didn't execute it. 16 points the margin. Tarpley just knocked Pettigo down. That's not a foul somehow. Boyle and Tarpley both spill out of bounds, and Lee going to be called for a double dribble. Pritchett going to check back in, and we're going to get some antsy Lady Tiger fans here. I think for the Lady Tigers, they just like to get out of here with a W at this point. Right side, now inside. That is Tarpley. She nearly walked. Throws one across the court, and there's Maddie Nally with a takeaway, and I'll be doggone if Campbellsville too much on that one. Boyle had herself an easy layup, and Nally threw that one too far out in front. And here, we'll try it again, as I think there may have been something on the court. They picked it up. Cumberland U working with it. Less than 3 minutes to go. Campbellsville leads by 16. Gordon throws up a shot, and she is fouled. I look over. Ginger High Colvin just has her hands, or her head in her hands. Swafford back in. We've not seen her for a while. Colston also back in. Free throw here. No good. Correction, that free throw was good. Sorry. Gordon's second free throw good as well. Gordon's had a big day for Cumberland University. Lee throws it into Boyle. Hits ahead quickly, and they'll easily break the pressure. Now Pritchett will send it back out to Pettigo. Campbellsville hoping to salt away a little of this clock. Over the top, Pettigo has Nally. Catches, goes up, lays it in. Nice job by Nally and Pettigo. Boyle again almost a takeaway. Gordon works around Lee and Boyle. That's a terrific job by Kayla Gordon. She is wonderful with the basketball. Finds a shooter in the corner. That's Colston. And here Cumberland U will quickly foul Lauren Lee. 85-72 the score, 2:20 to go. And I really hope Cumberland U is not trying to extend this game with 2:20 left. I mean, I get it. They got to do what they got to do if they feel like they can win it. But this second half is already taken forever. First free throw for Lauren Lee is no good. Karam Dahl. One more, and missed both, did Lauren Lee. So the Lady Tigers have left a few points at the free throw line today. Driving in, knocked away from Swafford there. Lee got a hand on it. Campbellsville couldn't pick it up. And now Freeman works. Left side, throws up a shot off balance there. Ball knocked out on the rebound and comes into the arms of Brilhart. Cumberland University still on the offensive end. Less than 2 minutes to go. Gordon forces her way inside. Nowhere to go with it and kicks it out. Colston's shot is short, and Courtney Pritchett grabs the rebound for CU. Lauren Lee right down the lane. Nobody there to stop ball. Throws one up. They're going to say Colston got there and got a piece of the basketball at the very last moment. And Colston long ahead has Swafford, who hops into a three. No good. Lee the rebound, 85-72. Campbellsville back the other way, and they'll run a half-court set, a little more methodical in their approach offensively here. Ball knocked away, and Swafford going to be called for the foul as she runs into Lauren Lee. Hay back in, Bertram back in for Campbellsville. Out front of the rim was that free throw for Lauren Lee, and one more. She's missed 3 in a row at the stripe here. And Lauren gets one to fall. 86-72. Campbellsville the lead. Swafford going to drive in, and she wanted to scoop that up, but Burt got a hand on it. Nice defense by Elizabeth Bertram. .105 to play in the basketball game. Gordon pitches it in. Kayla Gordon today, 26 points. Nally kind of, I thought they might get Nally on a foul. Brillhart may have stumbled. Coach Bloom throws his hands in the air, and I think reading lips, he said she got ran over. Bertram catches, and Campbellsville trying to protect it for the final 60 seconds. Hay between defenders, now backs away, midcourt, needs help, has Lee on the far side. And here's Hay again, 46 seconds to go. Campbellsville with a 14-point advantage. Nally to Hay, 8 to shoot, help defender comes in and takes it away. That's Freeman. Campbellsville doesn't get a shot. They do run about 24, 25 seconds off the clock, however, and Gordon, that may be the worst foul I've ever seen. That may be the worst foul call I've ever seen. Kayla Gordon put her left arm out and forearmed Lauren Lee in the mouth. Lee fell down. They called a foul on Lauren Lee. I try really hard not to get, and they called a flop. Did they call a flop warning on Lauren Lee? Folks, 30.6 seconds remaining. I encourage somebody let me know. If you can rewind the stream, I gotta know. Was that as bad as it looked to me up here? Free throw for Gordon. Ball never lies. Gordon missed the free throw. Lee still, she's got her jersey up over her mouth. Second free throw for Gordon is good. 86-73. Lee bounces it into Pritchett. Pritchett back to Lee. Bertram now works it ahead for Campbellsville. In the corner near midcourt. May have to take a timeout. We're going to get a foul called. And now Burt may have lost a contact. She's working on her left eye, and she nods at her teammates. I think she's good. Well, as I say that, Pritchett reaches down, and now Burt realizes she did lose a contact, turns around, and Pritchett has it in her hand. Derek Ford, he's lurking back there behind the Lady Tiger bench with the solution. So they'll give Elizabeth Bertram a moment to put the contact back in. .1 seconds remaining in this basketball game. Not to beat a dead horse, but we'll look at it one more time here. I mentioned 9 fouls called at halftime. It was a clean first half, 9 fouls called. We're up to 37 for the ball game. So 28 second half fouls. And now we just, Coach Ginger High-Colvin will take a 30-second timeout to give Bertram enough time. I think they get so much time to fix that, and she'll just take the timeout to make sure that Burt gets to the free throw line here for these free throw tosses. But an exhausting fourth quarter for really both of these teams. Campbellsville has been in complete control, but you'd like to get this thing over with sometime today. 84-73 the score. The Lady Tigers have blistered the nets today, 68%, but they have turned it over 25 times. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's a season high in turnovers for Campbellsville. Bertram hits the free throw. Second free throw for Burt, good as well. So the Lady Tigers up to 88 points, season average 94, and they probably scored for the final time today, barring a Cumberland foul, which is certainly not out of question. Gordon drives in. That shot climbs up and through for Kayla Gordon, and we get a quick whistle. know what the whistle was for. Oh, the clock didn't stop, so they put 0.8 of a second back on there. Bertram bounces to Pritchett. Now Bertram again gets ahead. She'll stop. Out front, Hay holds it. She'll back away. Cumberland will not foul, and 88-75 will be the final score here as Campbellsville University picks up the win. 88 has been kind to Campbellsville. It's an 88-70 win over Cumberland's on Thursday. Today here, an 88-75 win over Cumberland University on the road. Mid-South Conference road wins are hard to get. Campbellsville grabs 2 this weekend, and the Lady Tigers will win and advance to 15-1 on the season. For Cumberland University, they will fall to 7-8 on the year. They're 0-2 in conference play. The Lady Tigers now 2-0. I believe they'll be joined by Freed Hardeman as the lone conference teams with a pair of wins after Georgetown got knocked off today by Cumberland's. Try to look quickly on the game log to see the season high for the Lady Tigers, 23 against Maguez in Puerto Rico. They had 20 against Faulkner and 25 here today. So 25 today is a season high for Campbellsville University in turnovers. And Coach Ginger Colvin will make her way up and visit with me here momentarily. We'll give her a quick second to catch her breath. Cumberland's again gets the win, 79-62 over Georgetown. And in the other game, Freed Hardeman a 20-point advantage over Bethel with 3:39 to play. And the Lady Tigers pick up the win here. And Coach will get the elephant in the room out of the way quick. I know you're not happy about the turnovers. I'm not. I grew a beard in this. I was clean shaven when I entered the gym today, tongue in cheek. But the fourth quarter took forever. A lot of fouls. I know the turnovers, but you guys shot it almost 70% from the floor today.
Well, we needed to. We didn't do anything else particularly well today. I feel like we came out, went up 7-0, and then just thought it was going to be smooth sailing. And Cumberland U's not going to quit. They've got kids that have been here that play extremely hard, kids that can knock down shots, and that's what they did today. We just we kind of let them do what they wanted to do, and I can promise you it was in the scout what we didn't want them to do, but we just didn't apply what we knew today, and it showed. I felt like they controlled the game, and we didn't.
I know we talked about Lindsey Freeman and how much we like her game, but Kayla Gordon was extremely impressive today. She had the ball on a string. You guys threw everything, including the kitchen sink at her at times, it felt like. And you said it. I mean, they've been here poised, under control. Mm-hmm. She really kept them in this basketball game, to be honest.
Yep, she has great quickness. We wanted to play her right hand a lot more than we didn't, and we gave her what is good for her, and she took advantage of it. You have to give her all the credit in the world. She's crazy quick, but we've scouted her enough. We know what her go-to moves are, and we talk about that and work on it. And today we just chose not to try to guard that move. So and it burned us. How many did she end up with?
29.
Yeah.
11 of 19 from the field. She was again. I think for me it was just in the second half she would split, Boyle and Lee.
Yeah, we're just
and she was able to split.
Olay defense, matadors is what we were today.
Well, you're going to be a little more critical than I am from up here, but when you've got a guard like that can break down your defense, she was able to set up Colston late. Fortunately, really nobody else got going for Cumberland defensively, so she was the one piece that gave you the trouble.
Well, yeah, and that's she's really good. And like I say, Freeman, I don't know what her stat line is, but she makes so many things happen just because she's out there, she's moving, and she's doing a good job. Maddie Boyd tweaked her ankle a little bit, and we got out of some sort of a rhythm, but I think Kayla Luby continues to play well. I think Maddie Boyle continues to play well for us. Super pleased. I thought Maddie Nally came in late and did a good job for us. So there's some positives out of it. It's just, we mentally were not good today. I think we physically have what we need. But today the tougher mental team was Cumberland U.
how difficult is it you get to the second half? There's 9 fouls called in the first half and then almost 30 called in the second half. It's got to be tough on your kids. All of a sudden the game has changed and everything seemed to be whistled late.
Yeah,
There's just no rhythm to this ball game at all.
It was different, and like you said, there was not a lot of rhythm, and so I'd love to blame it on something like that, but I feel like we didn't help our rhythm much at all either. We didn't take care of the ball early, and we just it was just overall a pitiful mental game for us today.
You'll get a few days off. Bethel hopefully coming to town, even though Chris Nelson's told you the weather's just going to be terrible.
I think it is going to be bad, right?
It is going to be bad. Ron Pavin here told me that they're I think in the 3 to 5 range in terms of inches.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting over the next couple of days. I know a lot of games in the Midwest were canceled or at least postponed.
Yeah.
I don't know when they're going to get those in, but obviously the weather. But Coach Nelson and company looked like they had a rough afternoon in Henderson. A lot of people do. But you get into home games, Mid-South Conference.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Can you believe that finally? And I think the Lady Tigers probably should hope that they have a game come Thursday after the performance we put on the floor today. I think they need to say a little prayer for that. But on the way down here, the machines that pour out the stuff on the road, it was all over the place. We were meeting them and following them, so they're obviously getting prepared. I've not had much news on, but they say it's going to be bad.
I expect to walk out of here and be 6 inches when I leave. That'll be my luck. But and honestly, as long as that second half took, it was possible. But anyway, Coach, a W today. Back to it Thursday in the PAL. Safe travels.
Yes,
home.
Safe travels to you guys too. Thanks again, Matt.
Thanks, Coach. Ginger High Colvin and the Lady Tigers get the win as they knock off Cumberland University here today on the road. Campbellsville University picking up their 15th victory of the season. The Lady Tigers 2-0 now in Mid-South Conference play.